So now I'm going to show a couple of ideas with the Jook Wan Huen. So this is a polymer. It's like a version of the Jook Wan Huen. It's a lot more kind of dense and it's meant to last. I've had this for the last 5 years now. I've dropped it a couple of times. It's quite strong, and compact, and it's a really great training device. When I was training with Wang Yu, the Wing Chun rattan ring that he had, and he was showing me some of the things on was a little bit smaller. It would be more something akin to this particular size of a ring, but the outside of it was a lot thicker, as I recollect, and it was a very sturdy piece of training equipment. I have two Jook Wan Huen. You can get a size which is in between these two as well, but these are usually the two that I play with on a regular basis. So what are the advantages of this? Well, it gives you some tactile feeling, as opposed to just doing something in the air and trying to hold the resistance of your own muscles against something just by yourself, as in this kind of dynamic tension, which can cause if you're doing it over too long a period of time, it can cause kind of aches in the joints and other things that kind of set in. So what this device really does offer you is an opportunity to train some of your Wing Chun techniques against some bit of resistance. So I mean, just kind of showing some of the po pai techniques with it. So inside here, so you can basically bring it back into here, and this kind of gives you the sensation of you're dealing against someone trying to kind of grab against the side of your body. Let's say you're deflecting maybe a double grab to your waist. Okay, you can do lots of things off here. Let's say Huen Sao and Jut Sao. This is the kind of the feeling where you've kind of pushed out, with the po pai strike here. Huen Sao, you've sunk, and you get that small push, and then you come back out once again. Now that's kind of maybe adding a little bit too much detail for this video, but at least you're kind of getting an idea of how this apparatus can be worked in a number of different ways. So basically from here you have bringing the Jook Wan back to here, po pai strike, Huen Sao, Jut Sao, and then po pai strike once again. So that could be, let's say you've done a strike, you've kind of intercepted someone, you've caught the top of their wrists, pulled them back slightly, and then boom, you've hit them either on the clavicle or on the side of the head. Okay, so you can basically play these techniques really kind of slowly with a bit of kind of isometric or kind of dynamic tension. So here, drawing back up to here, drawing back, and drawing back again to the head, and then suppressing. You're feeling Fuk Sao, this maneuver. So here, this maneuver, and you've got that feeling of you're controlling someone's hands. If they decide to move off, you can do lots of different things from here. So Tanda, Gan Sao, Gan Sao, Sung Gan Sao, so that's double Gan Sao, once again. So there's lots of different ways that you can kind of play with this particular item. One way, go from Silum Tao, is the three bows to Buddha. So basically you have Fuk Sao, coming out, Huen Sao, coming back in once again, Fuk Sao, coming out, Huen Sao, coming back in once again. So you can kind of play this with the Wing Chun ring. So you could have Huen Sao here, coming back, Fuk Sao, feeling that drop go down, coming out, Huen Sao once again, Fut Sao, the Wu Sao, coming back in once again, Fuk Sao, coming out, Kuen Sao, coming back in once again, Fuk Sao, and get to feel that actual like that drop, let's say, like as in that suppression going on, as in from here you kind of come back to here, you have that drop, so from here drop, feel that connection like go against the ring as you're coming back, let's say, like once again. You can actually just play this maneuver, let's say, like just by playing Fuk Sao, let's say, like as well, moving in and moving out. So we have, let's say, like from here, let's say if I'm holding like the Fuk Sao like a position, I can lead it in from here, lead it in, lead it out, lead it in, lead it out, lead it in, lead it out, once more, Kuen Sao, Kuen Sao. Lots of different ways like to play like with this particular like technique. If you're, let's say, practicing like you're just single hand, let's say, like techniques, so you could basically have, let's say, Wu Sao. So imagine this is like your guardian hand, let's say, like at the back. Wu Sao, Tan Sao, Lan Sao, Tan Sao, Bong Sao, Tan Sao, Fuk Sao. So you have that kind of like as the kind of the pivot point like go from here. So watch, as in, once again, this would represent, this hand like here would represent, let's say, like the Wu Sao, the guardian hand, or the Foot Sao, or the Buddhist like shape hand. So this hand holding here, you have maybe punch, Lan Sao, Tan Sao, Bong Sao, Tan Sao, Fuk Sao. And then let's say, like if you wanted to switch, Tan Sao, Lan Sao, Bong Sao, Tan Sao, Fuk Sao, punch, 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 punch. So like this can be used as a kind of a trainer, let's say, like go for center line punch and keeping you along like with the line as well. It really has like quite a number of like your usage, like where you're kind of like playing around, coming through these particular maneuvers. So like you could have, let's say, this particular maneuver like from Bat Q Fat, where you're kind of like training like with that kind of spring energy. So from here you've done, let's say, like dub View Sao, you're coming back to here, you let the ring hang, and you come out, let's say, like once again, relax, let the hand like come down like once again, and out. And then like you can have, let's say, like plays like on Fan Sao, which is the overturning hand like as well. So from here, that particular maneuver, so you're going. Now one thing you have to be kind of careful of with a bigger ring like this is that you don't clip yourself like on the teeth like or the nose like when you're kind of coming back. But it basically, you have this overturning Fan Sao, double Fan Sao maneuver, and it's just a great like a way to kind of play like with some of the kind of the techniques like overall. It's this particular like a maneuver like I've actually found it like quite good like for this position that Wong showed, where you're basically just kind of having plays that's like on your skills. So like Lan Sao, Bong Sao, Tan Sao, punch, and then let's say you switch, punch once again, Lan Sao, Tan Sao, Bong Sao, Tan Sao, punch, switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can, so like basically Lan, Tan, Bong, Tan, Fuk, suppressing. So this particular like hand, you really want to be thinking about, imagine like a weight, let's say, like kind of coming like on your elbow, and it's kind of pulling the whole structure down. That allows you then, let's say, like in the real situation to release the other hand and hit the other person, let's say, like in the face. Also, as a kind of, let's say, like the training, let's say, and some of the ideas he showed me with Bat Q Fat, which is like your 8 bridge skill. It's one of the introductory forms like within like Wong's like teachers like syllabus. It's basically a beginner, let's say, like form like before like learning like Silam Tao. So most of the the material, as I was kind of like made aware, is that there was like a Bakyu fat, like was the initial, let's say like a form, then let's say like a Sealam Tau, then Chamkyu, Buji. There's a broadsword form. There's a what's in a staff form, like the Lukdim Boon Guan. Then let's say like the Wing Chun, let's say like Mukjang, which is the wooden dummy. And then let's say like at the kind of like the later like stages, let's say like there's a series like kind of really kind of advanced like a 2-man, like a pre-arranged like a 2-man sets, and also the butterfly swords like Wudito. So it's kind of different like compared to some other like lines of Wing Chun, which just have like the just the butterfly swords and the staff. That particular line of Fatsan like a Wing Chun like had a broadsword form, the double butterfly knives, and like the staff, and also their kind of like a training regime like was a kind of a bit different, let's say like to kind of like other like systems like where I was told let's say like they practice like kind of let's say like iron palm, let's say like training, or forearm, let's say like training, and iron bridge training, as well as like some of the methodology like with the Jook Wan. At a later stage, the Jook Wan is done like with a Tin Wan Huen, which is basically a metal let's say like a circle like this. And they're also like they also practice like methods like with the rings like where weights are placed upon like the arm, let's say like building like that bridge skill as well. So the methodology of training like is quite a bit different like in Hong Kong Wing Chun versus like mainland Wing Chun, from the experiences like that I've had. So I mean, as regards like kind of like training like some of the things like from let's say Bakyu fat. Another like technique like from like that particular form, let's say like is Sei Sao, which is the snake hand. So practicing this like with the actual Jook Wan, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is basically here. Once you've done, let's say like if I was kind of going through like the form, let's say like really, let's say like quickly, let's say from here, let's say you've done, let's say like here, here, here. If you're kind of doing, let's say like down, let's say like to here, out, double gansao, po pai. So I could basically kind of like bring back to here. So it's a double bu sao, double back elbow here, double fan sao, double gansao, kind of blocking out, and then a po pai like at the bottom end here, and then like from here, let's say you bring the hands in, Sei Sao, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on the last one you're kind of bringing it back in through to here, this position. Now you're protracting, let's say like your back, as in it's rather than let's say like if you're kind of bringing the hands in this way, it's bringing like with the shoulder blades like together. So this is basically bringing the shoulder blades together slightly, or bringing them out, and then it's that release of force from here, kind of coming out like from that direction. So if you can see, let's say like on my back, let's say like from here, filling out, and then it explodes from here. So if we're doing, let's say like with that particular, let's say like a maneuver, like we're starting from this like a position here, double bu sao, double elbow, fan sao, gan sao, Huen sao, double po pai, Sei Sao, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the 8th you bring it back into here, bring it in, and then let's say like you can let's say like release like the power from here, double bu sao. So you could just train that like individually like by itself. Contract, double bu sao, contract, double biu sao, contract, double biu sao. And like in the next like technique like from that particular like series, you've done like with the double biu sao, like from here, let's say like you double lan sao, and then let's say like double tan sao, double gan sao, double tan sao, fan sao, back to here like once again. So you can like train like a number of the different like techniques. Let's say like from like here, this particular like position where I've kind of got this kind of prone position here, like kind of compacted, and I'm doing a double biu sao, coming back, and that also kind of like allows me, let's say like to kind of exert like force, let's say like from my back, like so from if I'm kind of like in a kind of a, if I do a double jut sao, this kind of catch like if someone grabs me, I can then like exert like force like really quickly. So like from a position like here, someone comes into me, double jut sao, coming out like with a double biu sao, or as the way like the form like is taught like as well, coming to here, this could be, let's say like a jut chum choi. So that particular like a maneuver like as well. So it's really teaching kind of this sink, suppress motion, and then explode from the back. The muscles, the lats, the muscles like at the lower like part of the back, like with the shoulder. So you have that kind of coming in, scrunching down, sucking the opponent in, and then coming out like at the same time. So here, double jut sao, double jut sao. Okay, so that kind of gives you kind of some of the ideas like you're playing, let's say like with the big ring. Now, if we're moving into the small ring, here, tanda, pass to the other side, tanda. So this particular maneuver, you're basically doing a fan sao here, fan sao, fan sao, fan sao, fan sao. So fan sao is overturning hand. It can be either, let's say like done like this, or with the open hand. It just depends on like what you kind of want to do like with it afterwards. So here, like you're in this position, tanda, fan sao, coming back to here, tanda, fan sao, coming back to here, tanda, fan sao, coming back to here, tanda. Now you can, let's say like you just go tanda, tanda, and just kind of, this is kind of more of a rotation along like the axis, but doing this kind of, this fan sao, it allows you, let's say like if you have like that kind of catch from here, it allows you to suppress, let's say like the opponent's like arms like that a little bit quicker. Then let's say like you start playing, let's say like with po pai. Okay, so here, so this particular like maneuver, so you have, if we're starting like your Yiji Kim Young Ma, here you have like the initial position. If you're kind of starting off here, you can take the ring out, put both hands like through like this. From here, come to the side, po pai, rotate, turn to the other side, po pai, rotate, come to the other side, po pai, rotate, come to the other side, po pai. Now you can start like using Sao Seung Sut Jung or the Devil Killing Palm. You can either have it this way, you know. So you could have, let's say, po pai, come down to this side, and then you have like this configuration. The hands turn around, come down to the left, the right hand side, this configuration. Now we're going to switch it to the other. Hands come over to this side. Now you have this particular configuration. So the hand is kind of facing at this angle, and this one is facing like at the top. So po pai, you can do it this way. And this kind of retraction, this can be used as a kind of a pull down, like to take the person and shove them off. There's a lot of like nuance, like little maneuvers, like while playing like with this particular let's say like device. So like from here, let's say like suppressing, gansao, chongda, or let's say you can have it this way, suppressing, hitting like this way as well. So as I showed before, this particular chongda, that particular like strike, gansao, lots of different like ways to kind of like play with like some of these ideas like with the Jook Wan Huen. When you are, let's say like kind of getting a little bit kind of further along, let's say like with the system, like then you can kind of start like once you've done like or have some ideas like with chi sao, you can then start like playing like some of the techniques like from here back to here, chi sao once again. Here, here. That's if you're kind of getting used to like you're kind of playing, let's say like with a partner, and then back to rolling like once again. Okay. Here. Tanda, Fak, and Lop, which is this one. So there's lots of different ways you can play around like with this particular like tool. So that's a kind of an idea like of some of the kind of the training methods like with the basics like of the Fat San Wing Chun method. Hopefully like I'll be able to kind of get a partner like just to kind of show some of these techniques like how they apply like in practice, and I'll do a much more step by step like without narration, let's say like walk through of like the kind of the basic like techniques as well. Okay, thanks very much for watching.